Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Verna from StampinNotes, and it is Wednesday, October 19th, 2022. And this is not my usual time to be on here. It's usually Monday night, but I had some technical difficulties, so I'm doing it today, Wednesday. I had to call the phone provider and got my phone reset, and I just couldn't film or upload to the internet, so here we are. Technology, you love it, and when it doesn't work, it's really annoying. So, anyways, I have some adorable projects for you today using the Christmas Scotties bundle. And it has that adorable punch, and it's called Christmas Scotties, and it's so cute stamp set. I'm going to show you a 3D project and a card and a pop-up card. Hey, if you're on here, say hi. Tell me where you're from today. And if you comment and share, you'll be put into a drawing for a goodie, usually a pack of gems. And this week's goodie is a pack of the red gems for good for the holiday. Last week's winner was Robin Cox, who happens to be my mom. And she's on here a lot and supports me a lot. So, anyways, thank you, Mom. Also, so if getting back to that, if you comment and share, you'll be put into a drawing to win those gems. Also, let's see what's on my list here. If you love today's project, I can send you the kit for each of them if you place an order of $35 or more in my online store, and I will have the link to that in the Facebook comments, or if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the description there. And there's a special host code you have to use at checkout, and when my phone goes down to the project view, you'll see that, and I'll also have it in the comments. Just a $35 order before tax and shipping. You will get the kit for each of these projects, and each little kit comes packaged in a little package like this. So you would get 3 of them, one for each. And there is a free PDF with the supplies and measurements. And I will also link that to my blog. So you can go to my blog and pull that down. Let's see. Oh, and that is if you place an order by midnight this Saturday, which is the 22nd, I believe. Okay, so I think I'm ready to put the phone down. We're going to go to our project view, and here are our 3 little projects. And they are so cute and simple and easy to make. And we're going to start with this one. This is a little treat holder right here. And you can see I've got that cute little Scottie dog. And I've used a tag. I'll show you which tag. And here is our little origami holder. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Inspiration for this is from Missy Shipman, who is my upline. And you need to start with a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. And this is designer series paper from the Sweetest Christmas. And I think most of these projects I've used the Sweetest Christmas designer series paper. Also, here is that special host code if you want to order and with me, H64HCUUW. And so let's start to make this special little treat holder. And you could use it for a variety of things. You could use it, this is a beef stick. You could use it for candy. You could use it for perfume. Anyways, this is how we make this. We're going to fold this in half, side to side like this. And I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to score that lightly. I'm not going to press really hard because I don't want to tear the paper. And with designer series paper, you want to be careful about that. Oh, it's snowing here. We've got little snowflakes. Okay, back to our project. Now we're going to I'm going to draw on this line so you can see it clearly. because we're going to use that to fold our other sides into that. And I don't usually draw. Oh, there's a thing in the ruler. I don't usually draw on it, but I want to draw on it so you can clearly see what we're doing. I don't know. There's the line. So we're going to take this side. We're going to fold it up to that line. Just like this. And burnish it. Okay. And then we're going to take the other end and do the same thing. Fold it up to that line. And burnish the paper with our foam folder just like that. Now I'm going to mark these lines so hopefully you can see them. That one and this one. Can't see it. Okay, so now we have our, I've put it with the lines going up and down like this. We're going to take this bottom right corner and fold it up to that line just like that. We're going to take this top right corner and we're going to fold it all the way over to the middle here like this. And I'm going to burnish that. And then we're going to take the top left corner right here and fold it to that first line. Just like that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with this side. We're going to start making our little holder. We're going to wrap this around. And I'm going to burnish that down. And then we're going to wrap this to the back. And that makes our beautiful little origami holder. Treat holder. Isn't that cute? So it's got the little pocket here. Let me show that to you again. So we're going to start with the lower left or lower right. Put that up to the first line. Put this upper right to the middle and the upper left to the first line. We're going to start on this side and we're going to fold this in just like that and wrap that around to the back. And I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive here. And this is our Tombow adhesive. I just have it in this little glue bottle because I like the tip on it. It's very precise and saves on adhesive. I'm going to hold that for a minute. I'll turn it over. So it makes a nice little pocket. You could even do like a sucker or candy cane. It'd be cute with candy canes in it. And then I'm going to put a little adhesive on the bottom here just to hold that shut. Right like that. You got a little glue there. All right, so now I've made a little tag and I've used, I can't remember what this set is called. Let me find it here. So this set is called the Celebrations Tag Dies, and I've made a tag. You can see it right here from this die. This is a cool die because you can make two tags or you can make one that folds. It has a score line right there. And this is a wonderful set. There's like a gift card hold, cuts out a gift card holder. There's a mitten and hearts, a balloon, some candles, a snowflake, a circle, another small sentiment die, and this die makes tiny little holes in whatever you're doing. Okay, so I'll put that back aside. And here is the Scottie bundle. I forgot to show this to you. It's on page 34 in our the mini catalog, July to December. And this die set is also in there too. It comes in a bundle with a stamp set, the Celebrations tag dies. All right, so here is our tag. This is how it cut that tag. And I just want to use one side of this. So I'm going to grab my snips, or you could use your paper cutter. And I'm going to just cut that off like that. Now, I don't want this tag this wide. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. And I am just going to trim it down a little bit. I'm going to trim it down. I'm looking at this upper corner here. I'm going to put that where the gutter is, where I run my blade. And this trimmer is cool because it has two blades on it. It has a scoring blade, and it also has a die cutting blade. So this is a scoring blade, and this is the, not die cutting, paper cutting blade right there. All right, so I've trimmed that down to this. And I'm just gonna take these corners and just make a little triangle cut just like that. And I'm going to take my ribbon, and I'm using the black and white gingham ribbon. I love this ribbon. What I'm going to do is I'm finding the center and twisting that, and I'm going to pull it through this hole in the top of the tag, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and make a bow on the top here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make my bow, and then I'm just going to, well, you could tie it around it. I'm just going to make it so I can slip it over the tree. Actually, maybe my ribbon isn't long enough for that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it until I slip it over the treat holder. Okay, now I'm going to bring in my little Scottie dog punch and a piece of basic black cardstock. And I'm just going to grab that real quick. I don't know, do Scottie dogs, are they have different color fur other than black? I guess I should get online and look at that. And you'll see there's a bow punch here too. You just want to punch that out. And I don't need the black bow, so I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to put this little guy on here, just like this, maybe a little bit to the side. I'm just going to put a little glue in the center here. I love this little scalloped trim on the bottom here. And I'm going to get my, I have some gold, distressed gold paper. I'm going to grab that. I've got a little scrap piece here. And we will punch out our little bow. And I'm just going to put this on the little guy right there. And he needs an eye. So I'm going to use the Festive Pearls, which are right here. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to pick this up. This has a putty end, which is really great. So you can just kind of pick it up, pick those little gems up like that and put them down where you want them. And we need to, let's do a little, you could even do like a treat for a pet, which, you know, you could put a dog bone in here or something. Let's do our little sentiment that says, so I'll grab this cardstock right here. And the sentiments in the set are really cute too. There's You Are Always Loved, Merry Christmas, May Your Days Be Furry and Bright, and Woof. Cute sentiments. All right, so we've got our black ink here. We're going to put Woof and then another one. Just like that. And I'm going to bring my trimmer in from this down. So I'm using this darker blade to trim. And I want to make a little like tag end. So I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to cut up the center. And then I'm going to cut from each corner to the top of that center, just like that. Come on. All right. And then I don't want that in there. Let's see if we can fix it without goofing the whole tag up. There we go. Okay, so this is gonna go, I'm gonna put this over a pup like this. A little adhesive. Doesn't that make a cute tag? And these would make adorable gift tags too. And then this would just tie on our pocket. Let's put our beef stick in this pocket here. These would make cute gifts for coworkers. Wilson Beef Farm is a local beef farm that has great meats. See if I can get that corner in there. And they have delicious beef sticks. Okay, so we've got that on there. And we're gonna put our little loop on there. Just like that. Then tie a bow. So you could make a whole bunch of these in a night. I think the tag takes more time than the actual treat holder. Yeah. Cute, huh? Okay, so that's our treat holder. The next thing I want to show you is a really cute card. It has lots of layers. And we're going to start with a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock. For a card base, I always like to use thick basic white. It's just sturdier. And we're going to burnish that with our bone folder. And again, all of the measurements for these projects will be in the PDF. I'm going to turn my phone just a little bit like that. And so, and I will put a link to that so you'll be able to get there. So we're going to start with a piece of designer series paper. And I've got to look. This is what the PDF looks like. It has each of the projects in it. Has a picture of them and then the measurements. All right. So we've got a 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. And that's going to go horizontally across the middle of the card. All right, so I've got red here. And I'm just gonna, I think I like the dots better. So we'll make this the side to adhere. I'm gonna put that in the middle, straight across the middle like that. Right, and then I've got some layers. I've got 3 strips, and again the measurements for these will be in the PDF, and these are from this is from the Santa Express actually. I've got 3 strips of that, and I've got 3 layers of cardstock. And I'm going to layer each strip on the cardstock. Margaret, good to see you on there. There's one. We're doing 3 projects with a Christmas Scottie bundle. Thank you, Margaret, for sharing. Here is the second layer. Okay. And there we go. And we need another one. Yeah, we've got some little bits of kind of snow flurries going on. Not real heavy, just a little taste of what's to come, probably. But it's supposed to be like 71. I think it's Sunday. Oh, I'm glad, Margaret. It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun to do that. Okay, so one thing I forgot to do was run a piece of ribbon across here. And so what I think I'll do is just run a strip of designer series paper. Thin strip. On this one I put ribbon underneath it there. So let's grab I'm gonna grab a piece of that red and I'm gonna turn it over and use the other side. You know, as a paper crafter, we learn to work with our mistakes. All right. I know. All right, so I'm gonna just, let's see. This needs to be 4 1/4. We'll cut that off. Yes, unfortunately, it is coming. Winter. I have a whole bunch of winter squash that I need to bake and freeze. And I like to mix them too. Okay, so there's our invention. Instead of ribbon, we've got that designer series paper there. Now we're going to lay some panels on the front here. And I'm going to start with one about probably 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. We'll put our glue on the back. Put that there. And then I'm going to put, they're going to go up, up and over. So I think I'm going to put this one, I'm going to do the outside ones first, and then we'll put the middle one in. Okay, and this one is going to be just maybe 1/2 inch below the middle. And this one is going to layer right here. That looks about right, just like that. Now I'm going to add a bow on the end, but first we're going to do some stamping. Now that I have my layers on there, I'm going to stamp a Scottie dog down here in the corner, and I hope I left enough room. I hope I left enough room. Okay, so this is a pretty solid image. I'm going to use a Stamparatus for this because we may have to stamp it again. Let's see here. I love how he's looking back. Okay, so this is down a little farther. So he's gonna be stamped off. He's gonna be a little below the bottom of the card, but that's okay. The other thing I could do is stamp him and fussy cut him out. So he's sitting like this. He's gonna be looking up at the other Scottie dog that's up there. So why don't we do, no, yeah, let's do it. We'll stamp him on a piece of basic white and I'll cut him out. So when you're doing this, what you want to do is make sure you measure and leave enough room to stamp this dog on here if you want it stamped directly onto the cardstock. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap white paper. And I'm going to grab a piece of ribbon. All right. So we will put our Scottie dog where we want it. Now, when you're using this Stamparatus with photopolymer stamps, you want to make sure you're using this matte. And if you're using the cling stamps, you take this out because it will be too high with the cling stamps. So we're going to put our magnets down, and we'll put our Scottie dog there and pick it up. And I'm going to ink him up with some Memento black ink. And we're going to stamp. There's also some grid paper that you can buy to put underneath, which is a good idea. So you can see this, I don't know if you can see that image. It needs to be restamped because there's specks of white showing through there. We're going to ink him up again. Isn't that great? The magnets hold the paper in the same position. So you can ink right over, and there's a nice dark stamped image. All right, so we're going to move that out of there. I'm going to wipe that little Scottie dog off. Okay, and set this aside. And oh, the other thing I wanted to say, the antique store in Canisteo on Main Street. I'm trying to think of the exact name. I think it's Timeless Treasures. Saturday, I will be there with some other vendors for an open house event. I will be selling cards, and you can make a card to see what it's like. And I will also be selling kits. It's open from 9 to 5. And I know there will be a Mary Kay rep there, and also Mary and Martha, which is like home goods. Really beautiful home goods. And then the store itself is really neat, and there's like, I think there's 3 floors of antiques, and it's a lot of Pyrex and Coralware. It will be fun. So that's this Saturday, the 20th, Saturday, yeah, I think it's the 22nd. When you're fussy cutting, you want to try to move your paper and not your scissors. And you want to try to leave a little bit of white around the edge. All right, so there's our little buddy. Now I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on the back of him. Now dimensionals are a foam piece, small foam piece with adhesive on each side. And what's great about them is they will pop it up and give the card or the piece that you're using some dimension. Okay, so there's our little buddy on there. He looks cute. We're going to stamp Merry Christmas up here. And I'm not going to use the Stamparatus for this. It should turn out okay. And again, all of the measurements will be in the PDF. And if you're interested in the card kit for these, it is, if you place an online order with me of $35 or more in my online store and use this host code here, I will send you the kit for each of these projects. Okay, so there's our Merry Christmas. And how about some snowflakes there, up there in that corner? There is a snowflake image in this stamp set too. And I think I'll use, we know snow's not red, but I think I'll use red. I gotta grab a different block. And my red ink, real red ink. This is also a great time to join Stampin' Up! Because the starter kit, which is normally $125 worth of product for $99, you get $155 worth of product for $99. Oops, that did go onto there. Oh, I'll put a gem there or something to hide it. All right, so there's our snowflakes. And then you also get a free paper pumpkin and free shipping You start with a 20% discount. You do not have to do the business. You can just be a hobby demonstrator. Just enjoy crafting and getting a discount at the same time. If you're interested in that, you can email me at vernastamps@gmail.com. All right, so we're going to cut out our little guy for right here. And I think we'll have him going this way. And again, we need some dimensionals. My granddaughters, they won the county title, and then they won the sectional game last night. So they play again in what was the name of that? Marcus Whitman, which is past Naples and up that way. They play Friday afternoon. It was a cold night last night too for sitting out there. All right, so he needs a bow tie. And let's see if we can get another tie out of this. Actually, they both do. Let's grab some scrap paper here. Let's see, what do we want to go with? How about a red stripe? So we'll go have it going that way. We'll do 2 of them. And we'll glue that on there like that. This one right here. Okay. Then we're going to put some little gems in the center. These are the festive pearls. Let's do the silver. Do one here, and let's put some in our snowflakes too. We'll put one right there. We'll make it really sparkly. All right, and he needs an eye, so this guy needs an eye. There. Okay, and let's add a bow on the side here. And again, I'm using the black and white gingham. We've got to turn our loop here this way. And then I want the tail short, just like that. We need a glue dot. Okay, and we're going to put our glue dot right here on this side. Just like that. Okay, so there's the front of our card. It says Merry Christmas. Now on the inside, I'm going to grab a piece for the inside here. We're going to do a little more stamping. And this is 5 1/4 by 4. And there's this really nice, cool plaid stamp in this set. And I'm going to ink it up with real red ink. We're going to stamp this down here. This probably, I should probably use a stamp apparatus for this. Okay. And then we're going to stamp woof over that. I'm just wiping my stamp off. All right, and we're going to stamp that in black. We're going to stamp it right over it. And then we're going to put it on the inside of our card here. It's really windy here. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Kind of making a lot of noise. All right, so there's our card. And so far we've created our 3D project. And we've got our little card. And now we're going to do a pop-up card. This is a fun card to do. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way. Do you ever feel like you have to have your space clean? That's kind of the way I am when I'm stamping. All right. So for this, let me show you this. Well, we'll make it and then you'll see it. We're going to start with a piece of designer series paper. And I just want to make sure here, this designer series paper is 5 1/4 by 10. I'm grabbing my little box with this kit in it. All right, so, and this, you can get this will be all scored for you and things will be pre-cut if you order from me and you want the kit. All right, so this is 5 1/4 by 10. We're going to score this on the long side. Okay, we're going to score this at 4. And you don't want to push very hard when you're scoring designer series paper. You want to take it easy on it because you can rip it. 4, 4 1/2. Okay. 5. 5 1/2. Oops, 6. Sorry. So it's 4, 4 1/2, 5, 5 1/2, and 6. So we got 5 1/2 left to do, and 6. So there's 5 score lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. Now what we're going to do is you've got to decide which side you want for your front. And I think I'll use this side right here. I'm going to score this in half, so fold it in half. One of those score lines is halfway, just like that. And then I'm going to very lightly burnish it with the bone folder. All right. So now we're going to start, we're going to go this way and fold. And then back this way. Okay. So on each side of your middle, you're going to have 2 more folds. So we're going to go this way. And then back this way. So this makes our little book-like card. I just want to fold that and get it a little straighter. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You sound like you're very busy, Margaret. And then you do such beautiful cards. All right, so here's our little book. We've got this a little accordion thing going on the end here. And this is what the inside looks like. We're going to go back to the outside and we're going to put tear and tape in each of these gutters here. I call them gutters. And tear and tape is just what it's called. You tear it off. And we're going to put our tape right in there like that. And then we're going to put tape in this one. You only need it on one side of your fold when you do it. I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool, and this is great to use to get the edge started when you pull off the other side of the tear and tape, just like that. Well, we'll pull that one off in a minute. So I'm going to fold that one down just like that. Now we'll go back and pull this off. We're going to fold this in just like that. So now we have a little book that looks like this. Okay, and that's what it looks like on the end. All right, and I'm going to move this a little bit and fold that so it's nice and straight. Now on our inside here, well, let's finish decorating the front. All right, I have a piece of, actually our card's going to go this way. And I have a piece of vellum. Somewhere in my little box. There it is. And the vellum is going to go on the front, centered just in a little bit from this edge, probably like 1/4 of an inch. And this is that snowflake vellum. It's beautiful. And with vellum, the glue will show through it. However, if you put it behind these little white dots or any kind of decoration on the vellum itself, it won't show through. So I am just kind of dabbing where those dots are. All right. And we're going to center this like 1/4 of an inch from the edge. About like that. And then we have another strip that's going to go across the front like this. And again, the measurements will be in the PDF, which is on my blog, and I will put a link to that. Okay. Then we have a die cut circle that's going to go on the front, and this is with the Stylish Shapes dies. I've die cut this, and we're gonna stamp something on there. How about see what else was in that set. And what did I do with it? Here it is. How about we'll just go with Merry Christmas, which is right here. We'll stamp it in using Memento Black and put it towards the very top. Oops. We'll turn it over because that one Mary didn't come out good. There we go. Merry Christmas. Now we're going to stamp our little, actually, let's glue this on the front. And I'm just gluing this because you could use dimensionals, but I'm going to use dimensionals on the Scottie dog. So I'm just going to glue this on. And I'm going to center it on that piece of vellum, just like that. And now I'm going to get my piece of basic black and I'm going to punch the Scottie dog out again. We're going to pop him on there with, nope, I want him down below. Okay, so, well, I'll show you something in a minute. We'll get our dimensionals. Maybe, where are you? They're probably sitting right here in front of me. Okay, so I'll grab another one. And we'll layer them on our little Scottie dog here. And take the backing off. Right, so he's going to go on here like this. And I'm going to put a festive pearl on him for an eye. This happens to be gold. And let's cut a bow out of that distressed gold. Or cut punch. And we will put that on him just like that. Okay, and now we're going to finish the inside. So in the top of this, well, first of all, we'll do our bottom part here. May your days be merry and bright, we'll put. And this needs to be a tad shorter. So this has to be 5 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to cut this 1/4 of an inch off each side, each way on this. And I'm going to bring the Stamparatus in again because I want to stamp that up in the lower corner of this. And we want him right here. And I also want May Your Days Be Free and Bright. So I'm going to go ahead and load that on where I want it. And then I can stamp both at the same time. All right. And now we need to ink that up. Okay, and we need to do that again. So I'm gonna ink it up again. Okay, so we've got that all done and looking good, ready to go on our card. So I'm going to bring this back, and this is going to go right here. We'll put our adhesive on it. Center it on there. Just like that. And our little guy needs a bow tie. I wonder if we can get one more tie out of that gold, distressed gold paper. I think we can. Hey, Rosalie, have you had any snow in Hartsville? We had just a little bit here. So we'll put this little tie on him. All right, so we're going to put two Scottie dogs in here, which is really cool because they're going to pop up when the card opens. Before we do that, I'm going to put a snowflake up here. And these are those sheets of the beautiful snowflakes. And I just want one of them. Come on. And we're going to put adhesive on the back. And we just want a little bit of dot on a couple of the end ones here, like every other one to hold it. All right. We'll center that in there. All right, so we've got that pretty snowflake on there. And oh, our Scottie dogs. So we're gonna punch 4 because we're gonna put 2 Scottie dogs in there that are gonna pop up. And they're so cute. Wait till you see these little guys pop up when you open that card. So we're bringing this back in. We need 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 more. All right. We'll get rid of all our little bows here that we don't need. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these 2 together, but I need to put a piece of window sheet in here to hold them. So I'm not going to put any glue on there. It's right here when I'm way down to the bottom, okay? So I'm going to go around like this basically. And I'm going to glue these together. Just like that. And then I've got another set. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to put glue down low here in the middle because we're going to put a piece of window sheet in there. And I will show you why. So we're going to put these 2 together just like that. All right. Let's put our window sheet in. So I have a very small piece, and this is an item that's in the catalog. In my little kit box here. You know how window sheet is? Oh, there it is. It doesn't show up very good sometimes. And again, I'll have the item numbers so you can order this if you want. in the PDF. So this comes in a 12 by 12 sheet. And you can cut it with your paper trimmer, or I'm just going to use my scissors. I just need one strip, and I'm going to cut that in half. Okay. About like that. And I'm gonna, let's see here. We can slide that up in there. Yep. All right, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on it. What you could do is you could lay it on there before you cover, put the other dog on top of, put the dogs on top of each other, and you could use tear and tape if you want to do it that way. It probably might be less messier. And easier, maybe. There we go. All right. And our other piece, which is right here. I'm going to pick it up with, oh, there it is. Oh, I just lost it. Dang. Okay. Let's cut another one and cut it in half. All right. I just want to make sure I get it up in here. Okay. Sometimes when you're creating by yourself, you think something will work really well, and then it's not the greatest, but okay. So to show you, I'm going to show you the other option. So pretend this is one dog, and I'm going to grab my tear and tape, which is right here. And I'm going to put it on my window sheet. I'm going to lay it on there like that. Okay. And I want it down a little farther. About like that. Now I'm going to glue another dog on top. Okay. All right. And we're just going to glue him on top. Of that guy, just like that. Okay. And we're going to put little bows, and we're going to use the red glimmer paper. Love this paper. Comes in a little 6x6 of red and white. And then we have the shimmer paper, which comes 12 by 12, and that's in Evening Evergreen and Vanilla. And seems like it's a yellow. Yellow paper. Oops. Okay, so we've got our little bow ties on our little guys. And let's put some eyes on them. Here's my take your pick tool. And we want our little pearls. Where are you? Oh, good grief. Well, I'll find them in a minute. Okay, so we're going to run a piece of tear and tape in here. And you just measure about what you want, break it off. And I'm putting it kind of towards the top. Okay. And you can use your take your pick tool to lift that up. Off there. So now I'm going to take, and I'm going to lay that window sheet right on that. And you want your Scottie dogs to be about the same distance from each end. So, and about the same height up. So I'm going to raise this one up a little bit. You can look at their feet and see if they're about the same. And then you're just going to close it up. So here's our card. It says Merry Christmas. And you open it and it says, you can see the Scottie dogs like that. It says, may your days be furry and bright. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you like it, I'm always appreciative of the thumbs up, and you can follow me. I will be back on, barring no technical difficulties, should be fine, Monday night. So I'll look forward to seeing you again, and I'll show you the projects again. Here's our pop-up card. Here's our little treat, origami treat holder. And so this has a nice fold right there. And then we put the little Scottie dog on a tag, made a tag for it to go around it. And here's our Merry Christmas card. So you guys take care, and I will see you Monday night. Thanks for stopping by.